So, welcome back to Furbhouse. This is a fun TTRPG by... I forgot the guy's name. Let me pull it up real quick. Bam! Furbhouse.
All this time.
Bill Volk, that is who created it, is for free on itch.io, and you can check it out yourself. It's very lightweight, and it's Furby-based. It's designed to be played by Furby characters. Go check it out. It's what we've been playing for the past 3 sessions. I, having played it a little bit now, think it's suitable for both short and long campaigns. So we're playing Furbhouse tonight. This is the finale of our 3-session short series. And I'm Elliot. I use he, they pronouns. I'll be your DM, and I'll let the rest of the Furbs introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Shivam. I use he, him pronouns, and I'll be playing Monkey D. Furby, who also uses he, him pronouns.
I'm Nolan. I use he, him pronouns. I am playing Sportsmaster 5000. Also use he, him pronouns.
Hi, I'm Nemo. I use he, him pronouns and I play... What's... Doug Dim Dido.
God.
Who also uses he, him pronouns.
Hi, I'm Doran. I use they, them pronouns. And I play Gobstopper XL. And he uses the pronouns he, because he is him.
Hell yeah.
Hi, I'm Kate. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Obsidian Glue Madness Sable Path, who uses they, them pronouns.
Excellent. Well, thank you. And, Obsidian, I believe you have a recap of the last session for us. Would you like to share?
I do. The Furbs traverse deeper through the darkness of the Twilight Zone with the use of Doug's laser pointer light to have Sir Grumbus be their guide. Finding a furniture leg to use as a landmark but escaping the area, Gobstopper tears off one of its supports to use as a weapon. Traveling deeper, they encounter their first spider, injuring the creature as they get the jump on it before a chase begins. A combined group effort of a hat swing from Doug, a mighty kick from Gobstopper, into the long Furb slingshot of Monkey and Obsidian launches Sportsmaster into the spider where they now question the creature. Learning that an apostle of the triple spider, a fallen Furb, or Furd, has been directing the theft of the loo-tee items and the location of the drop point. They end up chasing the victim into the underground proper, where it is not long before 3 more spiders spot them and attack. Once more, they work together to best them by scaring them away. Wandering around more into the dark, the group stumbles into a collective of rave mice. With the mixed light of the gift of glow sticks, they are able to identify the correct yo-yo landmark to guide them to the drop-off spot. As the Furbs peek through a pipe to find the loo-tee things and a strange green crystal, surrounded by a gaggle of spiders and the apostle Furd, their adventure's goal is almost within their grasp.
Thank you very much. Speaking of, we left off the Furbs, where we had just discovered the compound of the Furd, and Obsidian, you had climbed up a pipe that goes up into the compound in the walls. However, as soon as you made your way in, a lever was pulled and a gateway inside the pipe slams shut, cutting you in half. Your length has been halved, however you're still in the long Furby category. And Obsidian, you gain a skill. You can put this on your character sheet. It's called
God.
2 places at once.
Oh my god.
You can control your halves separately, however all of your sensory organs, aside from touch, are on your top half.
Holy shit. That's cool, but also fucking terrifying.
Also, we have
Oh
no
my
clue
God.
what's going on in there, right?
You can hear the yelling of the Furd from inside the compound as he declared it was time to fight you off. And then you heard the slamming of the gate. And it was not a metal on metal slam. Clearly something happened to Obsidian. So you can hear what's going on, but you cannot see what's going on. In fact, I have a little blueprint of this part of the house that I've created for tonight. If no one, you can show that. Absolutely. I fitted it to the screen, but I did not have time to... Yeah, feel free to make that bigger. So what's happening is that you guys... Do you want to tuck that behind the furbs?
Gosh, I definitely can.
Yeah. So I don't think the corners are super important. You guys are at the funnel end of this pipe right here, inside the walls. And kind of in the bottom right corner. If it's dashed out, that means there's wall in front of you and you cannot go forwards and backs. Kind of at a plus-shaped intersection of the walls here. Yeah, that bucket...
Could you the Discord too, please?
Oh, yeah. Can you... I'll get it. Copy. Paste. There you go.
Thank you. Obsidian is too tall, and also Doug's hat is too, so...
You're so valid.
Yeah.
No, could you make that a little smaller, actually? There's a bucket on the beam on top above you guys, which is accessible by maybe one of the taller Furbies, Gobstopper, or perhaps Doug's hat. Thank you, Nolan. You might need some help to get it down, but it's up there. I would say Obsidian, or if Monkey can get stretched, could reach it. Obsidian's gone up the pipe and gone into the wall above, and then dropped down onto a floor where the compound is. As you guys sit there, a second passes, and the bottom half of Obsidian falls down and you see her tail stick out of the end of the pipe.
Hey,
Holy shit.
someone needs to jump up there and grab that. I mean, I would. I have no hands.
I only have feet, I think.
All right, Gobstopper. If you balance, I dribble up there and you grab it.
I give his body a slight poke. His like deflated body. I don't
am I
think
still
you're doing
deflated?
much dribble. I don't think you're doing much
Alright.
dribbling.
You know what? That's.
Oh yeah, your dribble got burdened, didn't it?
I did.
Oh, you're round.
I can stretch you up there, Gobstopper.
There we go.
Oh.
Sure.
As you're
think
making that
that-
roll, I'll have
Do you
Monkey
think
make the roll.
Obsidian is okay.
Yeah, all you guys hear is her tail has backslid down the pipe, and her tail is sticking out of the pipe.
Okay, we don't see the severedness of it.
Oh,
No.
I see.
Okay.
You heard something odd from the pipe.
I mean,
and
we
then
just
her tail
climb
fell back.
Obsidian.
I was gonna ask. You said I can't feel anything, but I could like control it remotely.
You can feel, yes, you can control it remotely. You can feel, but you cannot see, hear, or use your IR sensor from that part of your body.
Fair. Well, I think it's safe to assume that I know it just went down the pipe.
Yes, you do.
So, can I, as a way to attempt to signal the others, you've seen the animated Beauty and the Beast, right? You know, like the
Yes.
dog ottoman. Can I just have the like back half of the tail just start losing its shit and like
Just wiggling
spin-
aggressively.
Yeah, and just try to be like, hey, I am now somewhat an inanimate object. Please go in the tube.
That's not
All
good.
right. So as Monkey is making this roll, are you using your corpus for this, Monkey?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll 2d6. Obsidian, inside the compound, here's what you see. You drop down from a couple of feet above what is happening on there. There is currently 2 spiders in the furred inside this room. It's not very large. It's maybe a narrow 2 feet wide by about 5 feet long. It's pretty dark in here, except for the green glow of a crystal in the middle of a table that takes up most of the space in here.
I've got my glow stick still, damn it.
And the table is also covered in just a bunch of random household objects, some of which you feel have been stolen from the loo-tee house and match up with things that have gone missing recently. Pens, pencils, the TV remote. And to your right on the wall, behind the Furd, so a little further back in the room than the Furd, is a lever that the Furd had recently pulled. You saw him pull it, and that's what caused the gate to go down. What do you think of what to do? Monkey, what did you get?
1 and 2, so 3.
Excellent! With that roll, you very easily extend upwards and retrieve the bucket with Gobstopper. Using Gobstopper's hands with non-opposable thumbs, but maybe the hook of his arm can grab the handle.
Yeah.
You now have a bucket. And anything in your guys' inventory as well. And you see Obsidian's tail just start thrashing back and forth like an excited corgi.
So, when the gate slams shut, is it a gate at the bottom or the top of the pipe?
It's at the top.
So we can still technically go into the pipe and then go up.
Yes, however, Obsidian is in the way.
I would say.
Sure. I don't make you guys roll for that because assuming Obsidian would help you or work with you.
Yeah.
You slide Obsidian's long body Furby out of the pipe, and she's significantly shorter than you would expect, as the other end of her is not Obsidian's head, but a clear cut-off stump of obsidian with a Furby spine and glitter pouring out.
Shit.
Oh my god! Ugh.
I'm gonna be fucking
Oh
sick.
no!
They killed Obsidian!
Thank God.
Oh my god!
Truly a grotesque and horrendous sight. This is bodily harm done to a Furb.
I'm gonna decapitate him. I'm gonna win the pipe.
I killed her.
The only.
Gobstopper, you go up the
stand.
pipe? How are you going up the pipe?
I'm gonna stretch out my legs. It's like, so I'm doing a commando split. And get up there that way.
Oh my god.
Are you going inside or on the outside of the pipe?
Inside.
Okay. Do you have anything you'd like to contribute to this role on your character sheet?
Do you know what? Yes, I would. I would like to use my house mantle of Enforcer. Someone did this to one of my Furbs I meant to be protecting. It's not on. Not on, Chief.
You know what? I'll give that to you. That's a very valid, clear consequence here. Go ahead and roll your 2d6.
That is a 4 and a 3.
With a 3, your dice worm is successful as you scale the pipe from the inside with your sheer strength and sheer friction against the inside of the pipe with your rubber boots and your arms. You climb probably about 10 feet up in the air until you finally reach the curve in the tube, and there's just enough room for you to get purchase on a horizontal surface until you're met with the gate, a crude metal disc wedged down through the top half of the pipe. You can almost see a little bit of the light of the magenta glow stick that Obsidian was wearing. It's hard to tell what's going on. Obsidian, what would you like to do?
Well, first, am I able to yell, or at least hear, more things skittering up the pipe to try to warn people?
He isn't quiet.
You hear a thumping in the pipe as the Gobstopper is ascending, and the only other thing you hear, Obsidian, is you couldn't pick up on the discussion below, but you did hear a collective, "Oh God!" When the party discovered the lower half of your body.
What? I think to the air, Obsidian yells out of warning. Be cautious. The gate, it is dangerous. It is but half my weight form. And can I start trying to move around, perhaps getting up to the table, to look for something useful? Specifically, did our loo-tee carry?
Hell yeah, they should have.
Sorry, what?
Do the loo-tee have their carry permit, Elliot?
They pack in heat.
Mhm.
Are they packing heat?
Not in this crevice in the wall.
Damn.
Damn, if only they stole.
That would be
such
an
history.
insane tone shift.
That would not be fucking
sliced
insane.
in half. That's the tone shift.
Yeah.
You telling me you're scared of Furbies with guns? You're the last person I would have expected. God.
No, right there, but there's not one here.
Can add that to the list of Nemo's nightmares.
In fact, as you begin to approach the table, the Furd waves the TV remote at you aggressively, hitting buttons which are like flashing your IR sensor. It goes, hey, get back from there. Spiders, get over here. Chase these guys out. You see a great rustling in the darkness, like a field of grass rustling somewhere far down the wall.
There is no being in this dark realm that can bring me fear.
What are you trying to grab, Obsidian?
Is there anything else that would be considered?
Wait.
Wait, not a gun, but perhaps, you know
A
those
sharpened
electric
pencil.
fly swatters?
You know what? Yes, but you're gonna have to roll to try and grab it because the Furd is actively trying to swat you away. And the two spiders. There's
I'll
two
do
spiders. One is very small and looks rather familiar. And the other is quite large and buff. In fact, he kind of like Gobstopper. He's got like muscles on all 8 of his spider legs.
Oh my god.
This thing's jacked.
A worthy opponent.
Lord. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna want to try and see if I can beat him to it. And can I use my Corpus Skittery for my speed to be able to make it there first?
You may. I will make a contested roll.
2 dice. Good vibes.
Oh, one second, I gotta find my new pip dice. I'll be right back.
God. Wait,
New
no,
pip
I'm
dice.
reading my dice wrong because it's fucking calligraphy. God, I'm illiterate.
You know it's good dice when you can't read them correctly.
They look so pretty too. I call them my Sprite dice because they look like Sprite.
The drink?
Yeah. Because it's like shiny, sparkly, and then the text is like
Little
green.
bubbles. Good.
So I thought I rolled a 5 and a 6, but it's a 3 and a 6 because the curves are so fucked.
Oh.
I'm back, Kate. What did you get?
3 and a 6. I am illiterate because my dice look too fancy for me.
God. Okay, as the Furd absolutely biffs it, landing face first on the table, you manage to grab the fly swatter.
I wheeled it towards them.
Rest of the party, what are you doing?
Gobstopper's gonna yell down the pipe. Obsidian, they're alive! But they need help!
Oh.
Monkey, grab this! Everyone else grab onto the bottom half of Monkey! I'm
Oh.
gonna yo-yo the
The
yo-yo
yo-yo!
down
Oh my
the
God.
pipe so Monkey can grab it and hopefully they can meet in the middle and I can pull everyone else up.
There's a clanking and a skittering down the pipe as plastic careens down it. And Monkey, if you were to stick your head in the pipe, you'd see the end of a. What color is your
Muddy purple.
Okay, and what color is your light, Monkey?
Yellow, I think.
You see a gray yo-yo.
Sick mental math there.
Very necessary.
I grab it.
It's immersive, guys. Squirrel grabs onto Monkey.
I'm grabbing.
Sportsmaster?
Sportsmaster?
Yeah, I grab. My mouth, I guess. Hung.
Oh. You guys grab on Gobstopper. There's still the issue of the gate in the way.
I have
I'll deal.
Let
Okay,
me
you
in.
have. All right. I start reeling them in, Chief. As soon as I feel the tug at the end of the yo-yo.
You're now all stuck in the pipe vertically.
All right. Who's in charge here? I open the gate. And I'm gonna use the words of power that I have.
Whoa.
2 of them. Pretty please.
Oh boy, are you shouting?
Yeah.
Roll your 3d6. It's gonna be difficult because he doesn't want to open the gate.
But it's 2 words of power.
It's true.
3 to 6, alright. That's a 1, a 4, and a 5.
1, a 4, and a 5. With only 1. You hear from inside the compound. No? Get away!
Yeah, that's all I had.
As Obsidian, with that response, he begins to input TV codes on the remote, discombobulating you through your IR sensor.
I could try and lift it. I could try and break the gate open.
It's not fitted very well to this pipe. You could attempt to lift it upwards, Gobstopper.
You're saying you have a gate here and we've got a long metal instrument.
Yeah.
This isn't a case for strength, it's a case of science, my good friend. Right.
I don't know what that is.
All we gotta do, is get metal bit pointed at the weakest part of this gate, and then thing will pop right off. Gotta use science.
I'd like to
I was
use
gonna
my
do that
mantle
anyway.
of Master of Strategy. Help
Ooh.
a gob essentially put this in the right spot, so instead of it being like working against the fulcrum, you can sort of easily pop this thing.
Does anyone else want to give me some extra beef to my cake?
Gobstopper, does that mean you're using your metal beam?
I use my metal beam, my beefcake skill, and if anyone else can help.
I will say the metal beam simply enables you to do this at all.
Okay.
So I'll give you your d6 and the extra d6 for beefcake, and then I'll give you an extra d6 for master strategy.
Okie dokie.
3 of them.
I got a 2, I got a 1, I got a 5.
Alright, that's 3 in your roll worm.
Yes.
You feel the beam, you stick it underneath in like a little divot in this metal plate that's down through the middle of the pipe. And you feel it begin to push upwards, and there's clearly springs that are pushing this gate downwards. It's not just gravity, and that's why it cut through obsidian so cleanly, horrifically as that is. But as you push down, slowly the gate begins to rise. It is held upwards, and you manage to get it all the way up. But the beam is too long to wedge it in. However, you can hold this down for the rest of the furbs to go into the compound.
I can't hold it for long. Go!
We're going,
All right.
we're going.
Here we go.
Where we going?
And this is where the rest of you would join Obsidian. who has in her beak a electric fly swatter, and this table full of junk, and in the middle is glowing green crystal with a little bit of a border around it. A furred and 2 spiders, one quite small and familiar, the other quite large and beefy, and then darkness further into the wall. You also see the lever on the right side of the wall. How do you choose to proceed as you spill into the room?
Guys, that's the turd.
Oh,
Excuse me, I'm a furred.
yeah, I
I'm
know.
pretty sure it's called a turd.
Let's be honest, man. You're a real piece of bird.
Listen, I don't want any trouble from you guys.
Oh, really? You just split our friend in half there, bud.
But if you're gonna get in my way, I'm gonna fight back. As he reaches under the table and grabs the snack.
I'll oblige if you don't do that.
He scoffs. As at the end of the staff, you see it has an empty holster, and he's about to push it onto the crystal on the table to grasp it in the holster.
Pretty place.
I'll give you all one action to do anything. Anything you'd like. One round. Gobstopper, unless you'd like to shut the gate or have another way of holding it open, your action is going to be to hold the gate open.
Yes, sir.
How shiny is the gem?
Hmm?
How shiny is this gem?
Extremely, it is glowing green.
Monkey's gonna yell dibs and try and grab it.
Alright.
Can't be
Just go ahead and roll a d6 as you jump. And everyone else.
Okay. Could I use my corpus of stretchy to try and stretch myself out to get there faster? And could I also possibly use my house mantle of capricious captain? Because a captain needs to have some fine booty.
I'll let you use both because stretchy is a bit of a stretch, pun intended. It will burden your corpus.
Could I just use the captain then?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, 2d6 then. 1 to 5.
1 out of 5. Let's see if you beat. Alright, you end up tying with the furred.
Oh shit.
As Monkey, you jump forward. Your beak hits. You'd grab it with your beak, right?
Yeah.
Your beak hits the crystal the same time as the staff. And, Monkey, a strange wave of energy goes through you as your fur and the ribbon on your hat change from red to blue.
A Super Saiyan.
The fur makes an angry growl as it also affixes the crystal to the staff, and he goes, "Ha! That's kind of a lucky bet for you. With the disorder paradox, anything could have happened when you touched it."
What do any of those words mean?
You don't know what this thing is?
It's shiny.
Yeah, it's the
I'll dibs on
disorder
it.
paradox, a rare artifact from the clouds. Now it's mine. Anything it
Nice.
touches gets a little weird.
Fairly certain I called dibs on it though. Everyone heard me, right?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
He sneers. Yeah, well, I called dibs on it last week.
You can't prove that.
You're late to the party, chump. Doug and Obsidian and Sportsmaster, what would you like to do?
I mean, well, I feel like I'm far away, so I feel like ooh,
I can help you with that.
is there, with all of this stolen loo-tees stuff and the fact that I am basketball, is there by chance an air pump anywhere around the room?
You see it leaning against the wall.
Mad
An air
roll
pump.
over to the air pump. I need to re-inflate so I may dribble once again.
Do like a sad, squishy roll over to the
Yeah.
edge of the wall. As you approach Sportsmaster, you see in the shadows, it's not grass. It's a throng of spiders rapidly approaching.
Oh my god.
I think Sportsmaster would still keep approaching the air pump, but at the same time would start calling out to the spiders like,
You think I'm scared of you punks? You think I'm scared of a little bit of offense? I am the offense.
and I think
That's really good.
Sportsmaster, after plugging into the pump, will start just aggressively spinning on the pump, sort of like a basketball spin on a finger while inflating again, to attempt to scare off the spiders as sort of like a scare tactic.
Go ahead and roll a d6.
As this
determine
is
the
a
response.
strategy devised by Sportsmaster, would I be able to use Master Strategy?
I'd make you burden it.
Yeah, I might need that. All right, single d6. We got this though. That's a 3.
Whoa!
I'm just that good, gang.
From the very walls of the house, Sportsmaster, you hear, "We don't play defense." But there was just the briefest pause in their approach. They're not going to be here for a couple of rounds, so you have a little bit of time to figure out what they're doing, but they will be here.
Yeah, that's okay. As long as I can pump myself up, that's all I care about. Gotta get
I
back
think
in
you
the
bought
game.
yourself just enough time to do that.
I can't
Maybe
be-
you might need
I
help.
can't be benched right now. I gotta get back in the game.
Doug and Obsidian.
Could someone pull the lever?
I'm not discombobulated anymore, am I?
You are discombobulated currently.
Oh shit, so I can't do anything?
You can do something. I might give you a, depending on what it is, I might give you a, minus a d6 on it.
Okay. A thought. So you said there are 2 spiders near me. There's the tiny one that we scared the shit out of earlier, and then there's a
Yes.
big one. Yeah?
Yeah.
Using the fly swatter, can I smite the smaller one and speak to the large one? And I tell it, go deal with the weather of the gate, or you will end up like your friend. As I
Oh my
fucking
God.
toss the other one.
Yeah, that's just a straight attack against the first one. Go ahead and roll, a d6 as he tries to dodge.
A 1. Better than getting
Just
a 5.
you're just a little bit too discombobulated as the fly swatter, though powered, it makes a loud zap as it hits the table and some of the junk on it. But as you look over again after saying your line, the tiny spider has bobbed and weaved just out of the way. So the big spider looks down at you and goes, "No."
I will steal your legs for this heresy. This one would have told you of my triumphs.
Doug, what are you up to?
How far is that lever?
Since the Furt is now distracted by Monkey, you could just run over and pull it as your action.
I want to do something else, however. Doug
Okay.
starts taking off his hat. And as
Oh.
it does so, one incredibly long strand of hair that goes all the way up to his hair, to the top of his head. He's gonna spin that, and he's gonna try to lasso the lever.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. As
secret
this is
weapon.
part of your corpus, and something we agreed upon before the start of the game, gracefully, the single massive strand of hair flies across the room and lassos around the lever. You have perfectly gripped onto it. You pull, and Gobstopper, you feel the springs begin to give way as the door unlocks, and you're free from your task of holding it open.
Nice. Am I able to do something now? Or was that my turn still?
That would be your turns, yeah.
Cool.
Because you let everyone in.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Doug, at the expense of this, everyone knows your shame, that you're balding.
That's alright. Took one for the team.
With the round over, the throng of spiders approaches as everyone else can now see what they are in the dark. Well, Monkey, you're still gripped on to the disorder peridot
Yes.
as the Furd swings it around. And let's see what happens.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness. Okay. With that roll, he swings it around and let's see who. Someone say I.
I.
Gobstopper. Your sunglasses are hit as soon as you come out of the pipe. And they turn into Coke bottle glasses. You've become a nerd.
Oh,
Oh no.
Obsidian, the massive spider looming over you, picks up one of its beefy arms and just punches you directly in the face. Pick one of your corpus is now burned and rolled a 3. As
damn.
your snoot gets booped. And your skitteriness. I guess you feel less skittery as your snoot gets booped. Quite hard by the spider.
Damn, spider got hands.
As, whoa, just knocked over my mouse and it made everything small. The little spider, clearly terrified by this, knowing that it was gonna get its shit rocked by you guys earlier, it just skitters back and forth in place uselessly. It goes, oh god, it's happening! The Furd goes, yeah, you guys better get out of here before my spiders show up. They're not gonna be so kind to you. And you know what? And I'm a reasonable guy. Let go of my gem, and I'll give you guys one chance to leave. Don't say anything happened down here.
This bird, they're sitting in the middle of, like, a bunch of these gems, right?
There's just one gem.
Oh. Sorry, I don't know if stream could hear. I have a plan.
Yeah, you can unburden your corpus now.
Oh, let's go. Okay, I think the plan is then Gob dropped the door, right?
Yeah, the door is open now. The lever's up.
Okay, gotcha. I think my plan would roll over in front of Gob and
Gob, see if you can launch me. We just gotta separate that Furd from the gem.
Yep, it's top of the round. You guys, go ahead and make plans either together or individually.
Since it's the start of the round, you would notice a very mad aura emitting from behind you. Like the normal, light-hearted Gobstopper, gone. All you sense is fury. May I take my turn?
Yes.
He reaches up to his sunglasses and crushes them, revealing one glass eye, like normal Furbs have, and then one missing glass eye, with 2 slashes going through where it used to be.
God.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. And I'm gonna pull out from my inventory the AAA battery.
Yes.
He spits out his candied cigarette and swallows the AAA battery
Oh, fuck!
Okay.
to juice up
Alright.
more,
Oh my god.
to go into a berserker rage.
You know what? That's so cool. I will totally allow that to happen. For the next 2 rounds, you have plus 2d6 to anything you choose to do. That's not like a surely mental task.
I don't think you realize who I am, turd.
Yeah, sounds like you're some nerd. Look at those glasses. He points with his arms, which furds do have, to the
Have you
crushed
ever-
glasses on the ground.
Have you ever heard the tale of the burglar that entered this house?
He squints
I'm
at you.
I'm
He
gonna
knows.
I'm gonna use my skill that I haven't used yet, which is my tall tale, which is
Yeah.
Gobstopper stopped a burglar from entering the house, killing him, killing a loo-tee.
Gobstopper has canonically committed manslaughter, possibly.
Yes, not
This
confirmed.
is something you
but,
all know of. You've heard of and rumors about Gobstopper. Whether or not it's true, who knows, but you've heard the tale.
And with a gleam in his eye, he looks like he's about to do it again as he leaps from the top, because from the illustration, it looks like I'm above everything right now.
You are, yeah, because you're at the top of the pipe still.
I'm gonna leap towards the turd.
Are you gonna elbow drop him?
Yes.
Okay, seeing as this will take some time, you've eaten the battery, I will have
Yeah.
everyone else go, and then I'll resolve the elbow drop.
Yeah.
Monkey, Gobstopper, not Gobstopper, Monkey, Sportsmaster, Doug, and Obsidian. What are you doing?
Can I wrap myself around the staff to like tie up the Furd's hands to prevent him from using the gem?
I will absolutely count that as help for Gobstopper.
All right. Mm-hmm.
You're at 4 dice currently.
Seeing this
For any of your skills.
move, obviously been wrapped up, your balance off. My goal is to launch myself at the wrapped up Furd, knock them over, and to completely get them out of there. Very good setup.
Excellent. I'll count that as another help for Gobstopper.
Wait, go for it.
Oh, you go first. Oh, alright. Oh, which one of us is going first?
Doug, go.
Alright. Doug is gonna try to run behind the turd, and he's gonna try to lasso Gobstopper to pull Gobstopper towards the turd, like guiding him a
You're
little
gonna like
bit.
whip him down into the earth.
Like a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
missile.
Another help for Gobstopper. You're at 6 dice.
Let's go.
Obsidian.
Well, I mean, Sportsmaster kinda took the thought that I had, as which Obsidian was gonna use their 2 places at once skill. Hope that they didn't they left the tail in a good spot to be able to full speed shoot up the tube and out and launch itself, like the gif of when you put like a hamster in a tube and you launch it.
Wouldn't it be cool if you pushed Gobstopper to move even faster?
Mach speed.
Because you are behind him. I'll add that. All right, Gobstopper, you haven't added any of your skills yet.
I would like to use all of them.
Yeah, because this is your enforcer. This is your vengeance.
This is my vengeance, my enforcer. I would like to use my skill Beefcake, and since I'm propelling my body towards him, I would also like to use my corpus, which is sturdy.
All right, roll 10d6.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
just a
6,
few, you know.
7, 8, 9,
I like how you're finding actually 10d6.
10. 10.
I'll if you read off the oh my god, if you read off the results, I'll add them up for you.
Okie dokie.
I
That's a
heard
1.
that.
1, 1, 1, 3, 2. Alright, now it's for the rest that don't add.
May I
got it.
also hear the rest because something else could possibly happen.
Yeah. I'm gonna give the rest as well. I got a 6, a 6, a 4, and a 4.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll in my doubles table, so roll d4.
Okie dokie.
Stick attack, but sick consequences.
Exact. That's the kind of double-edged sword of rolling so many dice. You rolled an 8, by the way.
He's mad.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
mad. Like his
Oh,
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1. Okay.
Like his fur is sticking up on end. I imagine like from the charge, like his like headpiece is glowing intensely.
Gobstopper. With the knowledge that Furds are fallen Furbs, and that Furbs are made of glitter, Furby spines, and batteries, just full narrative control goes to you. With an 8.
Holy
Because
shit.
you've left the chart.
I've left the chart.
You've
And
left
I'm-
the difficulty chart.
Oh,
That was an insane roll, because over half your dice were counted part of the worm.
It's true. All of them, most of them are 1s, to be fair. Oh god, what do I do? So with the added power coming from behind me and the slingshot, I think it's just a blur, and just a small explosion happens right as I impact into just a puff of glitter and small machine parts. As like glitter rain starts like falling from all around.
Without even a chance to monologue, even, as a villain. This Furd is utterly obliterated by the House Enforcer. A puff of black ash and glitter goes into the sky, coating everybody who was holding him down into place. You strike him right in the middle as he was knocked down by Sportsmaster. Gears and springs go flying. You guys see 4 AA batteries shoot out the bottom of the Furd as his power source is just expelled. The staff goes flying, but Monkey's holding on to it, so the gem pops out, and you're held on to it. That Furd is gone. As you get up and dust yourself off, your elbow's kinda scuffed looking. But you executed this with good form, Gobstopper. However, as you check yourself over, you realize in the process of this.
Uh-oh.
Do you have any pipe cleaners in your inventory?
I do not.
Who has pipe cleaners in your inventory?
I think I had them.
You would have
used
been,
them all.
been the only
We
person.
traded them all, yeah.
You did not trade them all, I don't think.
We did.
Let me double check this. I told everyone to post to your inventories and then no one did. And 2 people
What?
did. 2 people
Okay.
did. Thank you.
Good.
I have nothing in my.
Yeah, same.
It's in there.
Do. Okay then. In that case, Gobstopper, so you're checking yourself over, your elbow's scuffed, but you remain unburdened. In fact, feeling a little bit stronger for having executed your role as House Enforcer. Oh, your yo-yo has cracked.
Oh no.
It
Oh,
falls
no.
apart into the 2 halves in your hands. Perhaps
Jesus is angry.
not important to you currently, as the Furd has exploded, and essentially the equivalent of gore and viscera now coats this small room as the spiders stare at you in a mix of astonishment and anger.
Well, as he's going to take a step out of the crater, covered in
Yeah,
looking
you've left a perfectly
ridiculous.
circular crater in the ground. There's splinters everywhere.
Without context, he looks ridiculous, covered in this glitter and like small machine parts, and he's just going to take a step forward to the spiders. Well, he's not blinking, he can't really blink. But, like, just staring at the spider with your next mentality.
They have killed the apostle. The big spider looks quite upset. We have backup.
Gobstopper will just turn his head, and you just hear a mechanical clunk, 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 clunk from the other side.
The two spiders back up. The little one has run completely. They're gone. But he's backing up, but behind him there is just this wave of spiders that have now come close enough that you can see the glinting of the light off the crystal in all of their eyes. It's the beam and the walls and even up into the ceiling where the darkness kind of consumes everything again. It's all spiders. And they're perhaps one round of actions away from engulfing you. However, you have anything on this table, which I will reiterate is basically any small object that I okay, and the crystal and the staff.
Is it touching the crystal that changes light? Kind of like it was touching the
From what you've seen, it's touching the crystal.
Really don't have any.
Nope.
It's an artifact from the clouds, that's all we know, really.
Hear me out. We throw the scrungle at it.
Oh, neat.
I would love
You've
to hear
gotten
you
so
out.
crunchy. You've
I
gotten
would
so
love
crunchy.
to hear you out, but I can't, man.
Oh no. Hello.
Oh my god, the spiders are taking him.
You're back.
Oh
You're back.
No!
Alright. What if we throw the scrunko into it?
Oh, throw the
Skunkle
scrunkle into
out.
the crystal? Nemo.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I just
That's the
want to see
only
what
way.
happens.
It's the only way.
maybe. Are we willing to risk it all?
I mean, we don't have a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
No. I
Everyone
think
say goodbye to the skunkle.
With the power of a scrungle, we might be able to.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only thing that can withstand the crystal.
Honestly.
Alright, then I throw the scrungo into the crystal.
Before you throw the scrunkle, Doug, I have one
Oh.
thing I need to ask of you.
Oh no.
Are you sure about this?
I really want to see what happens. Yeah, I'm sure.
Shivam, can you change the music for me?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh, we're cooked. We are cooked.
As you throw the scrunkle, Doug, there's a moment where you pick it up and, it kind of scrunkles a little bit in your hands and you look into its, the scrunkle of it. You turn it and it scrunkles forward. Not leaving your beak or whatever the fuck you're holding it with your foot. Because it trusts you. And you just jolt forward, throw in the scrunkle. And for about 1/10 of a second, you all watch as it flies through the air. And in the same moment it makes contact, the entire area fills with green light. You cannot see anything. Your senses are completely overflowing right now. It gets so bright that it turns white and then slowly fades away. Everyone has stopped moving. All of the spiders have frozen in space just to watch as the scrunkle begins to distort and grow. And suddenly there is this creature in front of you, scrunkle in shape, about the size of the room, coiled around itself, with many eyes and limbs and fins. and you see it look down upon you as it scrunkles.
Fuck.
And in your head, in that moment, all of your heads, you understand that it has said, "You have freed me of my scrunkle vessel. For this, I will repay you. Speak to me now what you desire."
We want to have the loo-tees stuff returned to them and escape.
Oh yeah, sure, that's a good idea, I guess, yeah.
I want to own land.
It waits patiently.
Also, a really big boat for all of us.
Yeah, that works.
There is this multicolor, fog that swirls around it as it floats in front of you.
You know, if we can ask for anything, I would like a 1974 Harley Davidson shovelhead copper chopper in phantom pearl black. And my sunglasses.
It waits.
You're the last one, our long friend. You gotta go.
Perhaps the limited edition wife-size Wooty artifact of Moo Moo Kissy Cutie 2.
Is that everybody?
Everyone. I
Everyone.
didn't do a selfish one. I said I want the step to go back and for us to escape.
Sportsmaster, you want to second
Listen,
try it?
You cleaned it up for us,
Yeah.
you know, so...
I mean, hey, look, I'll sacrifice my wish for...
You can have some of the land. I'll rent it to you.
Oh, thank you.
The scrunkle scrunkles towards Gobstopper as you hear in your head, "Only one."
Oh. I mean, I think we kind of have to go with the first one then, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
The scrunkle lurches forward with its many mouths, and the disorder peridot disappears into one of its maws as the room turns dark, and then bright again, green, as it emerges in a horn atop one of its heads. A deafening screech fills the space, and suddenly, everything in the room is gone. All the belongings of the loo-tee. And the space is also suddenly quite cramped as a pirate ship has appeared on the deck of a motorcycle.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
An obsidian in the crow's nest. A very special figurine. The scrunkle swirls and spirals around itself, the multicolored smoke filling up the rest of the room, and then it shoots down faster than even obsidian. You can skitter through the wall, past all of the spiders who are simply stunned into looking on as it scrunkles away. You hear little as the ship seems to be struggling against the walls it has been placed in between.
Uh-oh.
I think seeing all of these cool things appear, a single tear rolls down Sportsmaster's face. He's just...
It's okay. No. My dream will be... One
I'll
day.
happily drive you towards your dream.
If there's any sort of water that also is in there.
No, it's just a pirate ship.
Well,
It's
I-
sized for you guys. You can all fit on it fairly comfortably.
Hey, I know it's mad unfortunate, I don't know that we're gonna get the ship out of here, so we might just need to skedaddle.
Oh, that's I guess.
I mean, would you like to try, Monkey?
Is there any sort of way that if I do pull down the sails, what happens?
Kind of begins to shudder forward. You hear it scrape against both walls on either side of you.
Guys, everyone on!
Yes, Captain.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sportsmaster
All right.
shows up.
There is just unholy loud as the ship just scratches forward. Everyone aboard. You'd have to put it in reverse to get out, however.
Guys, can someone spot me? I can't really look behind.
Yeah, hey, it's okay. I got you. If there's anything I know, it's a play. All right, let me see this.
And Sportsmaster will bounce up to the crow's nest and be the lookout, so he can essentially direct the ship to do a Yui.
You can get a better view off the top.
You're
of the
good.
ship.
You're good. You're good.
You're good.
Crunch.
You're good. You're good. Hey, it's all good sounds. That means we're getting out of here. You're good. You're good.
I also want to say
You're
before
good.
we go too far that Obsidian collected their lower half to just let's sit on the deck as we get out of here.
Yes, yes, you may. I'll say with the advent of the Skrunkle, which has taken the Sword of Peridot with it, I will say, the spiders just let you leave. They have quite literally seen a divine act occur. I think you guys just win this one.
They do not ask for the fucking smoke. They know.
Mm-hmm.
They know better.
All right, that's a good call.
Yeah, it'll take maybe half an hour for you guys to back the ship out to, and easily, because you guys left a breadcrumb trail of the yo-yos and pony beads, you're able to navigate back out of the Underrealm and into the Twilight Zone with the ship.
We're still
Would you
in
guys
the
like to do
under,
that?
then?
Sorry, what?
We're still in the under, then?
If you'd like to, is what I'm saying. Would you guys like to do anything else while you're down here?
We could pick up the mice.
You guys want to rave with the mice real quick? Mm-hmm.
I really don't like those hippies.
I mean, those are people that exist. I mean, I suppose we can.
They have my backup sunglasses.
Oh, okay, then we gotta go. Yeah, no, for you.
All right, let's swing by.
Wait, didn't you get your sunglasses?
No, I got
Was
the
that-
bike.
Oh,
Vroom vroom.
all right.
It's on the
Right.
deck of the ship.
My beautiful 1974 Harley Davidson shovelhead chopper.
Would you guys like to check out the ship at all?
Sure. Where's my land?
Doug, you go into the captain's quarters.
Oh,
Hey, wait,
And
that's
there's
mine.
there is a rolled up piece of paper on where the map would usually be splayed out in the office.
oh, I'm getting that. Unfurling it.
This paper, Doug, feels official. It's that heavyweight printed paper. It's got embossment and gold leaf on it. It's the deed to 1 square foot of land in Scotland.
That makes me a lord.
It does.
Hey, y'all gotta call me Lord Demodum now. My
Okay.
official title.
Wow, Scotland. I wish that was real.
Wish Scotland was. No, okay, we gotta pause on that one. You wish Scotland was real?
Yeah, what about it?
Same. It sounds like a cool place.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Don't land there.
as someone who has extensively studied the Globetrotters, I can give you a pretty good recount of the world. Scotland is real.
Nah.
What do you mean, Nah, I gotta get out of here. These guys are suffocating me.
Sorry, I think it's probably the battery make me come down.
Yeah, battery withdrawal. Oh, I've been there.
Mm.
Okay, you're gonna feel bad for a couple hours.
Yeah, Gobstopper, you're not feeling too great. It might be time to head back out and get into the AA battery to replace it.
Probably. Who said that?
Feeling a
I look
little
around.
burnt out.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
so
burnt
you guys
over
head out,
too.
or are you guys headed to the mouse rave?
I can get
really
my
want to
glasses some other
leave.
time.
Alright.
I'd kind of like to go. I mean, I will say, Gobstopper, you got your other glasses there, though.
We really do. You look
I smashed
weird.
those.
Oh.
Okay.
You don't disrespect. Oh, you mean the ones with the mice?
When you gave a second pair of sunglasses to the mice.
Mhm.
Yeah, I normally keep 2 as a backup, but obviously I gave one to the thank God,
Hey.
right? Thank the clouds.
Yep. Yeah.
That's
But I can go back and get them later.
Oh, later. Okay.
I can do that later.
I kind of want to see if all the loo-tees stuff is back. You know, I mean, we had the ship up here, but I mean, the Scrungle would never do us wrong, so I assume it is back.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
You assume.
You know what they say about assuming? Get a nice ass.
You have an ass?
I mean, that's like half of our whole body
There's
is
a
ass.
reason you're not seeing the front, the backside of this basketball.
2 glorious orbs.
Oh
Just the
my
way Nolan likes it. Sorry.
On that note, you guys all head out of the Underrealm. And traveling back through the Underrealm, cross your breadcrumb trail, and through the Twilight Zone past the post that you deemed as a landmark, squinting maybe a little as the bright light of Earth returns, unused to it in the time you've spent in the Underrealm. You're back. Your ship
God.
scrapes under the couch. The mast and tops of the sails and the bottom of the hull taking on a little bit of damage as it squeezes through. But you know, it's a little bit magical, so it makes the trek.
Right.
And you're greeted by one Ickerby, awake currently in guard dog mode. As a flicker of a violet light passes over each of you, his telltale laser. But he does not fire because you are not enemies. He straightens up, the mechanical whirring, and says, "You're back! What have you found?"
Yo, boss, it's been wild down there. We found the Furd. They're dead now. Found this crystal thing that was supposedly a gift from the clouds, but Scrungle merged with it and sort of became a deity. And then they ascended into the clouds, but only after supposedly sending all the loo-tees stuff back.
Bird. In our household?
Yeah, not anymore
Laser.
Yeah,
flickers.
very much
Where we
where.
dead?
There'll be
Mhm.
past tense there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I gestured to all the glitter covering my body. my black fur body just covered in like brightly colored glitter.
Yeah, we're
Like
gonna-
it was disintegrated on impact. Honestly,
Mm.
there's not any left.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was quite mad actually. I don't like to
Ickerby's-
let that part of me show.
Ickerby's neck cranes over to look at you, his dead eyes scanning you over, Gobstopper, and then the rest of the party straightens back up and goes, "I knew I was good to trust you as the house enforcer, Gobstopper."
He just coughs and like glitter just comes puffing out. Yeah.
I'm surprised to not. I'm not surprised to hear of the crystal, actually, as while you were down there, we had a visit from a special creature.
Oh?
Oh.
Zorain, as Ickerby turns and begins to trot towards the patio door.
Oh, okay. Sure.
He's easily able to open it, pushing it open. And just outside is a star donkey.
Oh shit.
You would know these creatures to be only visible to Furbs and other magical creatures here, and they're kind of liaisons of the clouds, going back and forth to deliver messages and things and do acts for the clouds directly. With no need for the communication as valuable as it is. The kind of communication that you guys would do discerning cloud messages. This donkey is a sky blue and a mossy green. Mostly sky blue, a little bit splotched with the mossy green. It looks down at you with a little bit of condescension.
Oh my gosh.
Your Majesty.
Greetings, Furbs.
I'm to bow, but it's
I am Romulus the Fickle, Star Donkey of the realms above. I would
Greetings.
say-
Greetings.
Yes, yes. I would say it seems as though your journey into the Underrealm was successful, as I've been told you went. However, you seem to be missing the thing I was sent down here to retrieve.
Oh, you're talking about the big crystal.
Yes, it is a disorder paradot, is an item of the clouds that was recently stolen.
Yeah, but didn't see it.
You do not have it?
No.
It wasn't returned to you.
Yeah, I don't think it was here to begin with.
You know, if I'm honest, I have no clue where it is.
It must be. I got a ping for it around here.
Do you still have the pang?
The Star Donkey lifts its nose, and its horn kind of lets out a little, like, sparkle. Like a radar goes, bing! Bing! It is a little bit more distant now, but seeing as it was in the Underrealm, not Earth, it's a little far away.
Oh, so it's
What?
not even in the house anymore.
Yeah, that's
No, 'cause it's
weird.
wrong. Well, as the patrons of this house and the Earth realm, I would like to ask you on behalf of your local cloud, Tangent Manifold, that you retrieve the Disorder Paradot for me. For Tangent.
We would be honored.
Yeah.
Are you sure that exists even?
I am 100% certain.
Well, I do gotta ask, though, since it's my first time meeting someone as wonderful as yourself, you never get to ask. Do you have an opinion on Scrungle?
They seem flattered by your compliment. Do you mean scrungles or scrunkles? They're two very different things.
Scrungles.
Yeah.
Skunkle.
Scrunkle.
No, Strungo. Wait, let me check my inventory.
Yeah, wait, which was it?
It's Scrungo with a G.
Scrungle.
Really?
Scrungle?
With
Scrungles
a
are
G.
terrible little things. They're beings of chaos and but they look kind of scrungled and disorderly.
What?
Oh,
Now, scrunkles, if you happen to have run across it, those are scrunkly. And they're quite different in the fact that they scrunkle.
But you don't have any necessary animosity towards either of these things.
Beings that they are not of the clouds. Naturally, I'm quite wary. Scrungles, I believe, originate from the underrealm. They're quite chaos-driven creatures. Scrunkles, however, are from another realm entirely. They're from Scrunkle.
Oh, of course.
I do not have any business with the Scrunkles myself. How the Scrungle, I may be inclined to disagree with in most situations. Why do you ask?
No real reason. I'm just curious.
I'm just so curious, you know what they say about basketball players. Their mind travels. So I just
They play offense and defense.
sure, yeah. Well, we did have wandering mind. Can you point us in the direction, maybe? Oh, did you say it's outside the house? This thing you're looking for?
Well, it seems as though it may. He lifts his head again, and his horn pings a few more times. It may have left the Underrealm at this point. It's difficult to tell, but I depending on how large your loo-tee home is, it may have left the boundary at this point.
Jeez.
Then I don't think we can help you then, right?
I mean, yeah, we're kind of in the purview of this house. I mean, we don't know much outside this house.
Well, in the neighborhood as well, yes.
I don't know if I've ever gone outside.
Some of you may have gone outside, but not very far. You're familiar with the yard that you're in currently. All of you. Down the street, a little bit more harder pressed. You might have gone to a store once or twice.
I guess, would you allow us to at least scope out the situation from, like, a window or something? Get a better lay of the land.
Yes, of course. Tangent Manifold will reward you handsomely for the return of the Disorder Peridot, being that it is a highly dangerous artifact in this realm.
Yeah.
But if we do accept, who will guard the house, my lord?
Well, that seems as though it could be an issue. You'll figure it out. Teamwork, right? That's what you Furbs are all about.
Right. I'm sure Ickaby's got it if we need to leave.
You guys hear from the doorframe, power running low.
Shit. I mean, turd.
I think being referred to by this Star Donkey as you Furbs, I think has hit Sportsmaster in a weird way, where he's just like,
yeah, us Furbs.
It's quite wonderful things to travel between the realms, isn't it?
Of course. Would you excuse us? We don't want to have to. We don't want to have to bother you with such tasks, but we do need to go about getting a vantage point and looking out for the thing, starting our task.
Well, yes. I may perhaps return to Tangent Manifold and request another location on the Disorder Peridot. In the meantime, if you need my return, especially to return the Disorder Peridot, as I will gladly ferry it back for you, create any large hexagon in the yard, and I will know this as your signal. In fact, I will gift you this. And the Star Donkey coughs up a package of sidewalk chalk.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you so much.
It is rudimentary, but if you have nothing else, it will help you in creating the hexagon.
Is there any sort of insight check in this game?
Every check is just a general action check. So you'd roll a d6, then if anything on your sheet applies, you could add another d6.
Ooh, it'll be a very loose apply. House Enforcer. Is this the guy that stole the crystal in the first place to give it to the turd?
Oh.
Like, right? Because that's what I'm thinking. Like, how did the turd manage to get the crystal in the first place? And this guy randomly appears immediately after we find it, or the turd dies. You know what I mean?
I'll give you 2d6. I'll let that apply.
That's a 3 or 5.
Oh shit. With a 3. Star donkeys are strange creatures, and their personalities are difficult to get along with at times, but they are certainly not known to be disloyal to the clouds.
Right, okay.
He could have been tricked, maybe. They're also quite powerful. Magical creatures. You don't... While Romulus the Fickle is annoying and a bit of a prick, you don't sense disloyalty in him.
Okay.
He doesn't fit that bill.
Works for me. I'll get this artifact back. Flexes.
Right. Thank you, and I do hope it has not caused too much destruction in your realm. That's something I may be able to aid in repairing once its return has been facilitated. Oh, and by the way, I would avoid touching it by any means. It does strange things to earthly objects.
How would we get it back to you then?
Find the most inert thing that you can and maybe wrap it up in that. If it can't change it, then it's safe. You can touch things that are touching it, just not directly.
I'm the most inert thing I know.
Uh-huh.
What? I looked at Sportsmaster. What does inert mean?
Well, I will be on my way, and I'm gonna get another ping from Tangent Manifold. In the meantime, may the clouds guide you. And with that, Ardolphia ascends, disappearing into a puff of glitter.
And that was real
Crazy.
sketch, right?
I checked him out. He seems fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that don't really seem like our problem, though. Like, our house is safe.
I mean, for now, if this thing is scary as it is, we don't want to...
Well, I could have noted it down wrong. It could have been Scrungo instead of Scrunko, or a Scrunko instead of Scrungo. Either way, they were nice to us.
Yeah, but if it's an object of the clouds, it belongs to the cloud, right?
I would just think about it this, you became a board off of helping find the turning it. Think of the...
Yeah, that does intrigue me.
Yeah.
I'm interested now.
Right,
Don't you mean Lord Doug?
Yeah.
I mean, let's go upstairs first, see if we can find a vantage, and start from there.
From in the door, from you hear Iggerby say, "My power is running low. I must charge."
You go rest there, Ickaby. We'll be fine.
It's just mechanical as he backs up to the charging station and powers down.
Oh, poor guy, he's all tuckered out. He did so much work guarding this place.
Yeah, for like the 20 minutes that, gone, he did a really great job.
We were only gone for 20 minutes. That's crazy. It felt like weeks.
It's honestly so true.
Time moves differently down there, I swear.
Oh, let's head upstairs.
You guys head upstairs? Well, with the Disorder Peridot and the Skrunkle or Scrungle somewhere, but your local cloud requesting its return, having sent a star donkey to facilitate this, what would you guys like to do?
We could consult the Oracle. What do you think?
You know, it's not a bad idea. Well, let's brainstorm a little bit first. Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Let's brainstorm, everyone.
Yeah, nothing.
Hey, I don't have much brain in me. I gave my one idea. That's all I got for the day.
Should we
Like-
break?
Oh yeah. While you guys are brainstorming, that's an excellent time for a 20 minute break. Actually, 20 minutes in this session.
Oh yeah.
Well, feel free to chat amongst yourselves, use the chat in our server, and think about what you're going to do for this tail end of the campaign. We'll be back in 20. No one feel free to remove our map as you put up the timer.
When we were in the living room, going past the TV, did we notice the remote being back?
Yes, actually, as we go into break time, as you guys head upstairs, the little things that were missing, the furniture that had been moved, everything seems to have returned to its exact spot.
Nice. I mean, it's a scrumble of its word, I guess.
All right.
Maybe if we just ask nicely for the crystal, we won't need to kill him.
I don't think we are physically capable of killing this Krungle.
You know, if the clouds say get the crystal back, I'm gonna get the crystal back. This is how it is.
All right. We could ask for like a second crystal.
That could be a good idea.
Right, I heard something of a break. That was happening.
Yeah, let's go ahead and actually take break. I think Nolan also VRB'd before we broke, so I'm just gonna put it in chat. We're all back. Hey guys, we're back from break. Welcome back to Furbhouse. At the end of our breaks on this channel, we like to share fun facts, and for this tiny little campaign that we've been running, I have been theming them. They're not really about the characters, they're just fun facts in general. And this week, I have asked everybody. Web 1.0 is a term used to commonly describe read-only websites, blogs, informational sites, and other internet oddities of low interactivity. This defined the internet of the 90s and the early 2000s, before connection speeds were capable of much more complex web design and before the widespread onset of social media. Bring me a Web 1.0 or early Web 2.0 website or page that you think is interesting. Let's go right from left in Furb butt order. Someone?
Yeah. So for mine, I didn't have much time because I forgot like an idiot, but I did stumble upon one. Let's see, Frank de Bousser.be for Belgium. It's just a guy from Belgium.
Can you please share these, Nolan?
Who just really likes the weather, and he's a weatherman posted on his own fucking website.
I have two things that I really enjoy about this site.
Yes.
The first one being that, a lot of these sites tend to have like GIFs everywhere, especially in the backgrounds. This guy's got GIFs and stuff, but they're all charts.
Yes.
I'm gonna go grasp this cat real quick.
Scooper.
You gotta love a man impassioned by his craft of weathering. You know
This
what I
is
mean?
weathering.
this is weathertism right here.
The other one is that's actually up to date and managed.
That's so
Like that is
funny.
today's weather in Belgium.
Yeah.
so good.
Doran, what did you find?
Next is me. So, I wasn't in the online during.
That's
this time.
crazy to me. I guess like
I am old enough. I could have very well easily, but the internet really didn't really interest me so much at that time. I was more playing card games and being another nerd in
having
other
a
ways.
healthy childhood.
Apparently so. So I didn't know where to start. So I just started Googling and finding out things, and with your help, Elliot, looking through different websites that had these links. And I discovered one, which is very funny. I discovered my 2005 discovery, which is a guy who discovers YouTube for the first time in 2005. And he basically just describes how this could be the future of the internet.
Oh my
I
god.
love this one.
I love this one. And like he's got some of his favorite videos here, and it's just really a blast from the past.
Oh
and
yeah.
he's just a marvel of that, how you can watch a video without needing to download it or wait. It's just, you could just play it. And he's like, this is the future. And boy,
Really?
howdy, I wish he updated this to confirm his discovery.
He was
I'm
right.
sure he was right. Yeah, this is the future.
Yeah, what's the future?
YouTube
And-
really was like groundbreaking in that
Innovative,
way when
yeah.
it came out, because it really was like blogs and email chains, and you had to download anything to look at it. Really,
And like,
'Cause buffering algorithms didn't really exist. It would just, the page would take 20 would have taken 20 minutes to load.
yeah, and this guy was as freaked out as I presume the rest of the world was.
You know,
And this
No,
is like a
it's-
small little clip archiving that little
yeah,
discovery.
it's so wholesome.
Yeah, it's great. I wish I knew more about this guy. Like he doesn't say his name, he doesn't say any information about himself, like how old he was or anything
Just
like
some
that.
dude on the internet.
It's just some, we assume, dude on the internet.
Yeah, some person on the internet.
A little snippet of history, which is very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Doug.
It's me. So I would ask Nolan to not.
Do not, yeah. No,
Do
do
not.
not.
To.
Um,
Yeah.
Nemo, when you describe this, we have to comply with Twitch TOS.
Yeah, sure. Imagine, if you will, a time where embed things weren't really that prevalent, and you're playing like an online game of any kind, and someone says, "Hey, if you click this link, you'll get free stuff." So you, a child, go to lemonparty.org
And get scarred.
and you get flashbanged by three dudes loving
Nope,
each other
nope,
very
nope.
much.
Yeah, Nemo!
What the fuck?
That was within TOS.
It
I'll
was,
let it
it
pass.
was. Oh my gosh. The
Very
first-
old dudes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Lemon Party was one of the first one of these. But
I think it's Goatsy and Lemon Party. I think Goatsy is older.
sorry, the song sounds exactly like my morning alarm right now, and it scares the shit out of me.
I think Lemon Party also had a song at some point.
Let's
Can you
see
play
that
the song?
No, there was no shortage of websites that filled that niche
Oh, yeah.
in that time of the internet.
Oh, there
And it was
Midscreen
very-
also.
That's kind of why like Rick Rolling got really popular. It was very common to just like throw a link at your friend and then like jump scare at them with like anything. Because everything was on its own website. There wasn't like social media, and like you had to memorize which websites were like terrifying or not. And there are always new ones. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, if you were unsupervised on the internet, or even supervised on the internet at that time, you got scarred at
Yeah.
some point.
Mhm.
You
There
got,
was
you got
no
your
sleep.
meat spins, you got your Goatsies, and you got Lemon Party. Which Nolan is gonna show us right now.
No,
Yeah.
no, he will not.
Probably another reason why I wasn't a part
Burn
of the
this channel to the
internet until
ground.
much later.
Doran, you're so lucky.
God.
So moving on to me, I feel like I don't need to explain this one a whole lot, but Now, what I will
That was
say
perfect.
is this is actually not the original website that this was hosted on.
It is not. They took it down. Like they
They-
begged for it to go back up.
They took it down, so this is actually, if you can see, it's Space Jam /1996 as part of the URL. Because now the Space Jam website is now for Space Jam, the new.
Yeah, it was like this until like a year before the second movie came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 years
so-
ago, less than that.
Exactly.
It went untouched for a very long amount of time.
Now we're back to everything that we have. You can jump in there. Cool links and IG.
Dude, cool creative like menus are a staple of Web 1.0.
The NBA homepage. This actually takes you to the homepage of the NBA. Still active,
Good.
still working.
NBA like flashbang by modern website.
NCAA men's page. Like all of these work. All of these work. So, no, very, very cool. Adding my
Links. I love how these pages load because like all the backgrounds are always images, so they just slideshow down.
neat
Especially
stuff
when your
to
internet
look
connection
at.
was slower, it was so much more aggressive.
Neat stuff to look at.
Yeah.
Oh. Wade scratches his back. That's pretty neat.
It's like all bloopers for the movie.
Oh, yo, coloring book pages.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yo, I can get coloring book pages.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Are you gonna
Dang.
print one out and do
It's the
it?
gang. I mean, Daffy's already fucking colored in. What the fuck is this?
I love it.
I will say.
The web used to be in part this like oasis of like cool creative shit, especially like sites designed for children to navigate like this one. They just don't exist like this anymore. Like people are too concerned with being professional and corporate. Like, and this was a professional website when it came out, but this would never happen now because it looks too goofy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This was the height of professionalism back in the day.
Yeah,
Every side looked like this.
basically. Shiva.
Yeah, so I was looking around and I found frightbites.com.
I like this.
Yeah, I know. If we load up the website, it has one of the early website like tropes that I really just enjoy of the MP3 player embed just right at the top to just blast some spooky ambiance directly into your ears with the crunchiest MIDI you've ever heard in your life. If you kind of scroll down the page though. There's a lot of like it's just this huge variety of various spooky and like related things.
It's a little haunted house.
Exactly. One of them includes basically a virtual haunted house, which I just adore. It's basically like a choose your own adventure story, but they do all these like extremely cheesy effects where like you hover your mouse over an image and it changes to like there's like a cup that you need to look at, and like the contents of the cup are like some eyeballs or something like that as you hover over the image, or like you'll see a GIF where like a ghost is slowly approaching you as you read the rest of the webpage, and it's like
Yeah.
it's just delightful to see just like the creativity on display of trying to create like trying to recreate the feeling of a haunted house through a website here. Also too, if we could get the pumpkin personality quiz on up right here, everyone go ahead and select your pumpkin personalities, please.
Big pumpkin.
Oh, I didn't do mine. I just read them all.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Tag yourself.
I'll go take it
I'm
right now.
lopsided.
The huge.
How do you How do you pick yours?
Here, I got
There's a click here button, and then it gives you the descriptions of them.
Hey, real quick, you could fall in skinny there in the back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mine didn't give me one. It was just like, here's a chart, but in different order.
Here, I'll post the link for the actual.
You were always lopsided. You were always on the move, headed to your next delusion of grandeur.
Got him.
How do I find out which one? I got like 12 of them. I'm an idiot.
You just choose one that you think is.
Oh, I just choose the one that I vibe with.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, they didn't have the technology to like have an actual.
There's no quiz.
This is later on that yet.
Yeah.
I'm probably
If you're so
short
mad
pumpkin
about
if
it,
you
make
want
your
it.
own pumpkin quiz.
Maybe I will.
But no, that's what I mean is that like it's just people doing absolutely whatever because there's no standard for any sort of like the idea of a personality quiz. Like it wasn't like a common thing.
Just
Tall and
choose.
skinny. Yo, mama's so tall she tripped over a rock and hit her head on the moon.
What the hell?
Oh,
But yeah, now.
I think I will also share one. I just posted it. I will share this as briefly as humanly possible. I found a way back link that's not violating TOS. So don't click on anything on the page, Nolan, but you can click on the way back link. This is rathergood.com, also known as the lair of the crab of ineffable wisdom, and it is the pinnacle of LOL creative, like some dude. Maisie, stop begging you. So this is just some dude's place on the internet, and he made random creative bullshit, and it's lovely and it's eye bleeding. And some of these videos, like the site itself and the guy who makes them, Joel Veach, he never got popular, but some of his stuff went like extremely viral, and like I'll randomly run into people who are like, yeah, I've seen this, like the Ninja Cat song and the Quiznos commercials he did. But other than that, the site was kind of just a random hole in the internet that I thought was a fever dream I had until I was an adult and found it again. It looks a little bit different today, but the color scheme is the same. He has a little series called Blowed that is just flash sensory hell, and I love it. And those links on the side are just everything that he's made, and it's not for children. Some of it is for children, some of it's not. It's not sorted in any way, shape, or form, and a lot of those words I didn't know when I was 7, so I would just click and hope I wasn't about to be scarred.
Holy shit.
Like, none of it was, like, explicit, but some of it was definitely, like, not for children.
Let's roll the dice right now.
Let's not. Yeah, and, like, it would give me nightmares.
I believe it.
But I really liked the stuff that, like, was silly, goofy, funny, and for children. And so I would do that gamble every once in a while. Some of those videos, like, not even the ones that are like not for children, but just are unsettling in their own way, I can't watch today because it will awaken a primal fear in me. But yeah, Web 1.0 categorized by you very much so individuality on the internet shining forth, whether it be someone's weather-based website, a little bit of creativity or a side project, or just some weird shit they found and wanted to showcase or jump scare people with. Weird, crazy, and a piece of our history. And thank you all for sharing. I loved all of them. And if you didn't know what any of these were, thanks for researching this week. I didn't love all of them, actually. I hated one in particular, and it was Heroes. I thank you for presenting. However, your presentations were lovely. And Twitch TOS appropriate. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Where are you guys headed upstairs?
We gotta get up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You.
We'll say you go into the loo-tees office upstairs, the big loo-tee office. And you and your second half obsidian both lead entry of the group. Oh, we absolutely could. It'd be a little scary though, Shivam.
We'd have to do a quarantine zone.
You would have to do a quarantine zone.
Mm-hmm.
And you all gather up in the office. Discuss. You're in quite the conundrum.
Yeah,
What do you do?
I'm not. I mean, I can, I can take a glance. I don't know if anyone's put it. Oh, someone's a loo-tee watcher.
That
Maybe-
gloom.
That's obsidian. Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
a loo-tee watcher, could get to a good spot and try to look out, see if we can find the crystal.
I will say I do feel a bit out of tune with them still.
Do you need some tape
The
to
underwhelmed was
reconnect yourself
more
to yourself?
more vibes than anything.
Oh.
What vibes do we have to project?
Perhaps if I were to witness them or study them quickly a bit again to unburden myself.
Well, I mean, hey, is any of the loo-tee stuff back here in the office?
It's all back. Exactly as you asked for.
I'm sure all this is so inspiring, right?
How do you inspire yourself? Obsidian.
I mean, knowing the
Didn't you
main
get the
guy,
new
there's
statue?
probably some good office.
Wait, didn't you get the new statue from the wish though?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
where the
you did.
fuck did that get put?
You're holding on to it.
No. It is a life-size figure I asked for.
Oh! It's on
in
the
crow's
ship.
nest.
Would you like to
masthead.
attempt to bring it upstairs?
Yeah, Obsidian's gonna drag that shit into the house.
I'll
Yeah, no,
help
I'll
you
just say you can get it upstairs. You could study the figurines to perhaps
put
lift
it
your
right in
burden.
Can I put it right in the living room, right next to the television?
Of course. That's some good placement, Obsidian. You like put like on display like next to the TV.
Eventually, Sportsmaster, we could get it a matching Toon Squad outfit to match Michael Jordan.
Yes. Yes!
I love how this is like not an anime figurine next to a big flat screen TV. It's an anime figurine next to a hutch and a CRT. It's 2004.
You can't tell me it's not a good mental image, though.
It is. And with your new styling and zhuzhing up this place for loo-tee sensibilities, you can say you unburden your house mantle.
Very good.
Also, each of you who fulfilled your beautiful dream, you now have a boon on your beautiful dream, which means you get a d6 that you can use for anything.
Oh.
Once.
Oh.
Ooh.
And then I would have you select a new beautiful dream, but this is the last session.
Fair.
More land.
Could Gobstopper try and find some tape?
Sure, you're in the office. Go ahead and roll a d6.
That's a 4.
With a 4, you start like moving stuff around. People can tell you're looking for something, but with no knowledge of loo-tee behaviors and no familiarity with this room, you can't find any.
Could I find a stapler?
Holy shit.
You know what? Sure, that's funny. You go on the desk expecting tape, but you find a stapler and say, good enough.
Really good. Obsidian, you want me to put you back together?
Gobstopper's just like clacking the stapler at you.
You know, this is not the worst I have ever felt. But if you wish to attempt...
I mean...
If it hurts, though, I'm watching you down the stairs.
Okay. I've fallen down the stairs a couple of times.
Do you commence surgery?
I'm the only one with hands, so I feel like I'm the only one who can.
We're gonna make a Frankenfurb.
Oh my god.
I mean, aren't we all already?
As the surgery drapes go up, and out of nowhere, Gobstopper, you don a face mask and scrubs. Does anyone want to assist in the surgery?
Boy.
You do have to scrub in if you're gonna help.
Me and things that require hands.
I mean, you can oversee. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Sure, I'll help out. You know, just like any play, this needs surgical precision if it's gonna be done right. Let me help you maybe map out sort of a strategy.
Sportsmaster, you scrub in and don scrubs and a face mask.
We're wearing clothes, right?
Yeah, we're in
It felt,
scrubs now.
it felt important.
Yeah, you're doing surgery, so you're wearing scrubs.
It's a good thing the loo-tee got the expansion pack for that Ken doll.
Doug and Monkey? Are you going to
I'm not sure.
observe or participate?
Yeah, I'm gonna just observe here.
Seems like, yeah.
Doug and Monkey go up on the desk and watch from the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be so much Furby blood in this house, and they're gonna be like, what the hell is this stain?
It goes quiet around you, too, as you commence surgery on Obsidian. Like that. Gobstopper, roll me 2d6.
I will roll you 3d6 because I'm immediately going to use my boon I got from my beautiful dream to help my friend.
Ooh. How thoughtful. You hear a steady beep as Obsidian's heartbeat is played on a piece of surgical equipment near you.
I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 5.
It's a total of 3.
Yes. 3 dots long. My snake bee.
3 pips in your worm. Sportsmaster, you guide along this surgery. Gobstopper doesn't need much help, but your assistant certainly cleans up the incision and the scar line that Obsidian will have because of this. Carefully, you staple together along the line in her fur. One, then the next, then the next. Obsidian, you rotate. Continues along until there are staples around your entire midsection. You close up, you sanitize, and you scrub out. You put the scrubs and face masks away. So you go out to talk to the family and say, good news. Surgery was a complete success.
Hey! When Sportsmaster sanitizes, he does just have to roll in a little sanitizer, so there's a good moment where it's just like,
Hey, yeah, we did it. No, it's good. Yeah, I'm really proud of us, dude.
Obsidian on the hot dog roller. Obsidian, you now have a 6 scar, which gives you a boon to your corpus, but you do lose your 2 places at once skill.
I will take it. Is my corpus now unburdened, or is it burdened still with the boon?
You're unburdened and you have a boon.
Let's go.
You're
Duly
back
noted.
to your beautiful long self, Obsidian.
Longer than ever before. By about a couple millimeters due to the stretch.
I can once again reach the top of the bookcase.
And you're no longer leaving a trail of glitter behind you.
Oh god, was that just been the whole fucking
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
You're just been bleeding out, essentially.
There's just glitter smears all over the house.
Like
The
kind
trail.
of like a snail, yeah.
Holy shit, this house is never gonna be clean of the glitter.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah, oh no, yeah.
Well, if the immediate danger now cleared up, all that's left to decide is what to do about the disorder peridot, tangent manifold, and the scrunkle or scrunkle.
Can we see anything, gang? Window? Oh, that was the whole point. Hey, can you get
Oh,
up
yeah.
there?
Yeah, you look out the window. It's a nice day out. It's about mid-afternoon.
Don't push yourself too hard, Obsidian. You just got out of surgery.
I am merely gazing out the window. I will be perfectly fine.
There's nothing unusual outside, just a typical slightly clouded day. Blue sky. Green trees.
Is the sky normally blue?
Yes.
Echo.
Yes, it is.
So I normally wear sunglasses and everything's usually shades
Oh
of
my
green.
god.
I have no idea what anything's true color is.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're good, actually. I guess... Don't see... What that be?
I mean, we can try and summon the donkey again. The star donkey to see if he got another ping, like he said he was going to check up on.
Yes. Alright, yeah. We gotta, I mean, if we don't see anything out the window, that was my best shot for trying to find it.
Right.
Maybe it really is just the neighbor's problem now.
I guess. Well, I mean, guess who has hands in to draw that chalk shape? Oh, you know what? There is something we haven't tried yet. I can consult you.
Sure, yeah.
Would be useful.
It is why I put my pliers down there to help you concentrate.
All right. Hell yeah.
And Sportsmaster just rolls down the stairs.
You wish to consult the Oracle. Now, unfortunately, YouTube has put money back on the cost of me watching Space Jam again, so I haven't seen it in a while, so I'll do my best.
It's fine. Just use the new web.
Wait, hold on. Let me
website.
see. In the meantime, Sportsmaster, are you gonna do your 2d6 with your skill and your default d6? Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I don't know that I've got much here. I think it's D6. I can't
Go
add
ahead
an
and roll.
extra D6. My beautiful dream has not been met. So
That's true.
right. Oof, 2.
That's actually really good for 2d6. With a 2. Because I have access to this. The TV crackles and quickly plays part of the Oracle's message in reverse. Going through divining which part to play. And a bit of a rare occurrence, you stop on a commercial which shows someone exploring the Space Jam website. And it gives you this page that it stops on.
What does it all mean? Sports
Okay,
master.
so it looks like it stopped on pump station. Kind of looks like a vehicle. Is it in one of the loo-tees, big transportation things?
Is it trying to get away?
I mean that makes sense.
I mean, it was just freed, right? So the goal is to get away.
Perhaps we need to chase it down with your new bike, Gobstopper.
Yeah. I know how to ride that.
Would
It's Gobstopper licensed.
commercials.
He's been training his entire life for this.
It's playing the Space Jam theme song loudly with like a really excited 90s TV announcer talking about the website.
If that's the case, I think doing a bow to the oracles towards the car.
Alrighty. You guys can easily head outside. The only thing stopping you was just, the want to stay here and protect the household. But, with things the way they are and Ickerby around, it's okay for you guys to leave every once in a while. You do have the motorcycle, and the loo-tee car does seem to be here. The other one is missing, but that is typical because the loo-tee is out at the other place.
Sure. I guess.
Hey, get someone with hands maybe try to open that thing.
You keep saying that only one of us has hands.
Yeah,
Do you know my name?
of course I know your name.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking.
Yeah,
So you want me to open it?
that would be great.
Alright.
You open the door.
I hop up and grab it.
There's one of the smaller loo-tees basketball uniform in the back seat, and a bunch of scattered bits and bobs. And Gobstopper, you see a slightly bent pipe cleaner on the floor of the car, but nothing much more.
Snag that pipe cleaner.
Go ahead and put that in your inventory.
Hey, you see anything cool there?
Not really.
Gobstopper pocketing a pipe cleaner.
I mean, you gotta
Just,
keep looking. That's definitely the place that the oracles wanted us to go. So.
Could it? It could be. It's like the donkey said it wasn't gonna be. It's not in the house anymore, right?
I mean, yeah, did they want us to drive the car? That can't be. Oracles, look, I know you're all knowing. That's a little wild.
I've been training my whole life for this.
Gobstopper, you also have a motorcycle.
Yeah. We could use the motorcycle. Or the boat. We could use both, maybe.
Are we
You
leaving?
guys have a ship too.
I mean, yeah. If the clouds say so, right?
I guess we gotta chase after them then, right?
I mean, we don't even know what direction they're in. Be anywhere by now.
Yeah, go right.
Even if we keep going right, we eventually find them, right?
Seems like sound reasoning.
I suppose.
Or we could summon the donkey again.
Maybe if we get an idea of the direction way. I would like.
Alright. I'll draw the thing. What shape was it?
Oh, I'm not gonna give you help.
I think it was a hexagon.
Wasn't it? What is that?
It's a shape with 6 sides.
Alright. I don't
By
draw hexagon,
definition,
but it
it
has...
doesn't need to be perfectly, even. Just needs to be a shape with 6 sides.
Ooh, you can make it look like a donkey. That probably helps summon him.
Oh yeah, probably.
Right, yeah. I'll do that.
All right, 6 sides, donkey shaped.
What exactly are you drawing at this point?
That is a good question.
Hold on.
It's a
Something with
hex
6
donkey.
sides.
No. I know exactly what we end up drawing by accident.
Oh god.
Where the fuck is the chat?
You guys draw the cool S on the ground in chalk.
It's the only shape I know.
Yeah, S for Skrunkle.
S for Skrunkle indeed. As what color chalk do you guys use? You have
What
a
chalk
bunch
were
of
we
them.
given?
Hmm?
Well, we have a bunch of them.
Yeah, a bunch of them. You got a box.
I'll use red.
So you draw this red cool S on the ground. You complete it and you guys step out of this shape and it kind of shimmers a little bit. Nothing happens. It shimmers again. And then shooting from down the street. A large, dark creature swirling in multicolored fog. Many-headed, many-horned, but best described as Skrunkle.
Oh hey, it's you.
Darts onto the S and coils around itself.
Words.
Howdy.
You are calling upon me.
Yeah. Look, hey, we really appreciated the find, back then. Now that you ascended, we were hoping, maybe get that, borrow, that big crystal thing.
For the record, I did call dibs on that crystal.
You did call dibs.
Centermost horn gleams. Green, containing the disorder peridot. And as the scrunkles and its many eyes all focus upon you. You wish to take back my power, my freedom. Have I not given you what you desire?
If it meant the return of the Peridot crystal, I would gladly trade my prize back.
Very good. I
Is
think really just want to.
Is this important to you that you would trade back your wishes?
I didn't say I would trade back mine.
I kind of would like stuff back, as the journey we went on.
If you could make like an imitation of the crystal that can fool the clouds, that's enough for us, I think.
I don't think that's... No. I don't think that's
No?
true at all.
Ooh.
We can't go against the clouds, man.
I mean, they wouldn't be mad, would they? They don't. What they don't know doesn't hurt them.
I'm pretty sure they would know. They're like right there. I point to the sky.
You're saying that all right in front of him. Oh my god, Doug.
The Skrunkle scrunkles a little bit.
Mhm.
Look. No. Of ask. There's nothing more important to me than our loot. I had abandoned the chance of being my beautiful. I know that I could protect the loot and get their things back with your help. Now, all that we ask is to get that crystal back from you to be able to guarantee the loo-tees. That disorder would tear the neighborhood apart. We can't have that.
The Skrunkle's many eyes train upon you, Sports Master, betraying no emotion. And after a short silence, it says, "With my newfound freedom in this time, I have crafted one small segment of Elysium. If you truly wish to strip me of my power, may I at least show you what I have created first?"
Or sort of glancing at the other Furbs, like, good idea.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, right.
The Skrunkle lurches forward
At least we
and
can-
grasps each one of you in the mouth each. And you feel the rush of wind as it zooms down the road. It's such a blur you can't tell where you're going. Till it turns. And it turns again, whipping through the city. And eventually you find yourselves in front of a building. And a door, which the Skrunkle pushes open and brings you all inside of. You find yourselves in a trampoline park
Oh, hell yeah.
called the Jump Station.
Yeah.
A banner from the ceiling says "Grand Opening."
Yeah.
This is my creation.
The loo-tees would like this a lot.
They really.
They may participate in my Elysium.
Maybe we could talk to the clouds? Like, this guy doesn't seem like a bad guy, you know? Maybe he could be trusted with the power,
You know,
right?
maybe.
You're not evil, are you?
Would you like a slice of pizza?
Can't be evil.
But,
Sure.
no, friendo,
It goes straight to the hips, I can't.
would you like another benefactor who can help support? Because this looks like a real good thing, and honestly, I think a friend would probably like to have a chat with you.
I am intrigued by this offer.
All right, draw the hexagon. Draw the hexagon. Do it normal. Do it normal this time.
With your almighty wisdom that the gem gives you, do you know what a hexagon is?
Oh, I know what a hexagon is. Okay, do this.
Oh, you do? Okay, I'll just follow you. You roll, I'll just
yeah,
follow
oh
you.
yeah, follow my
Yes.
line.
You're only a D6, Gobstopper.
I got what?
Gobstopper, you draw another cool S and the Skrunkle shifts over to stand on your ass.
All right. Hey, I've got this.
You gotta draw more donkeys.
I perhaps may be of a help. And it goes into a pit of foam cubes and retrieves a whole bunch and places a cube each on the vertices of what should be a hexagon.
Very good. All right, let's try one more time.
It puts them down
So-
all at once with 6 different hands.
Somehow this robotic toy that is Gobstopper is just sweating. He's like his tongue is like out as he's biting it with his beak as he's trying to draw this fucking hexagon.
On the rubber floors, eventually you do get it right. So you draw a hexagon on the floor.
It's the hardest thing I've ever done.
The hexagon shimmers.
I killed a guy once.
Yeah, I saw it.
Shimmers again. And then Romulus the Fickle appears in the hexagon, merging together from a cloud of glitter. He looks around. Is this what I think it is?
You mean a jump station? Then yeah.
That is not what I meant.
Oh.
Is that a... Oh, you are pinging. You are pinging with the energy of the disorder paradigm. Romulus looks aghast, looking between you guys and the Scrunkle. What has occurred here?
What's occurred here, sir, is a miracle. This Scrunkle has brought order to the disorder. They can control it and poses no threat to us.
The Star Donkey just his jaw's on the floor. And the Scrunkle just goes, "Please gaze upon my Elysium." And the Star Donkey is just struggling to understand what is happening here, as he simply defaults to say, "Well, we must bring the disorder paradox back. I don't believe this. Listen, the disorder paradox is an artifact of pure chaos. Here on the Earth realm, where many things are not inert. It's not stable, everybody. We must bring it back. That is the desire of Tangent Manifold."
But if you go, Sportsmaster, go.
I mean, I was just gonna say, I don't see anything happening bad right now. I mean, it looks fine. Everything around, I mean, is some bad, but nothing's glitching out, you know? Everything's fine.
Was this building here before this happened?
You don't go that far. Great question, I don't know.
He just looks very concerned. So you wish to not return the disorder paradox, which has fused with this Scrunkle. Oh my goodness, I'm not.
Well, when you say it like
Not
that.
paid enough for this. Not paid at all.
We would never disobey the clouds, but if you show them or explain to them what this Scrunkle can do with disorder, making it orderly,
I mean, you might have a new
It would-
power source on your hands.
it will be a great benefit to the loo-tees, which we're sworn to protect.
Loo-tee, yes, Loo-tee. And finally, Romulus looks around. This is a trampoline park.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what a trampoline is.
Why don't you partake and perhaps think on it?
Me? I am a star donkey.
Yes. And you deserve a little tweet now and then.
Can't star donkeys have fun?
Romulus looks taken aback, then unsure of himself. An unusual expression upon his face from the very few times you guys have seen him. I do not typically partake of the earth things. Loo-tee is your wheelhouse.
Oh, okay. Never get one chance to do. I mean, you gotta take it.
He steps uncertainly towards the trampoline jump pad. And the Skrunkle quickly rushes over and he goes, 1 second, to participate in Elysium, you must have safety first in mind. As little knee pads and a helmet materialize on the Star Donkey.
Hell yeah.
It's got a hole for the helmet.
Yeah, the little horns in the ears. As Romulus the Fickle steps upon a trampoline, he immediately eats shit.
Yeah. Oh, more like Romulus the Slickle. Oh, can't stay on your fucking feet. No.
He shoots you the nastiest looking.
Sportsmaster wouldn't say that. We're trying to suck up to him.
Oh,
I
good.
just had to say that. That was funny.
that was your inside
That
thought.
was my inside thought. Sportsmaster in his own head is like,
Romulus the fucking Slickle.
He gets up, he does a little hop, and jumps very high in the air. He seems intrigued, and then interested. And then, after a couple of little hops, entertained. In the moment a smile passes on his donkey face, he quickly realizes and remembers who he is, and hops his way back over to the rubber floor. He stepped into the hexagon and says, well, this is perhaps, judging by your judgment, of course, because I'm not Loo-tee, not in my wheelhouse. Perhaps, with observation of the disorder paradigm, this could be a good thing for the Loo-tee, but that is not my decision. I will have to make a request of Tangent Manifold to allow this to continue. But you do understand you're asking a lot of me.
Yes. Yeah, we know. Yeah. It'd really be a big.
We
He sniffs.
serve the Loo-tee and the clouds. This will be beneficial for both.
Right, because the whole cycle of magical energy and all that.
And perhaps every now and then you come down and visit and ensure
Observe,
everything is still
yeah.
working properly.
Oh yes, of course, someone from Cloud Realm should be monitoring this and giving regular reviews and safety inspections. Of course, that would take a lot of time out of my schedule, but I think I could maybe, if you insist, squeeze it in. Well, I will be making a request to Tangent Manifold, and I'll see you all in 3 to 5 business days or something like that, and make a decision.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I do hope that Tangent Manifold is not upset with going against his orders. For your sake, I shall send a signal as a decision. You will know. You read the clouds. Right, and he's like, his horn kind of glitters, and like a notepad is in front of him floating, and he's taking down notes. All right, well, Furbies, Skrunkle, bid you good day.
And you too.
Alright.
As Romulus the Fickle disappears.
I guess that's a win for everyone involved then, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we've handled that well.
Hey, Scrumble, can you give us more land?
Can you give us a ride back to the house? I guess is the main thing.
I think someone said something about Michael Jordan too.
Why would you want to leave when the party has almost begun? Celebrate in my Elysium. As the doors open and in comes catering and a birthday party as many small loo-tees come in and an ice cream cake. And with one pointed hat, which Obsidian you would understand to be celebratory, already atop her head, you all would see your smallest loo-tee come in to celebrate her birthday party.
Oh, wait, we gotta pose up. We gotta pose up, quick.
Ah.
Freeze frame as the Furbs celebrate. And for everyone who will celebrate the party at the end of the day when you leave. Sportsmaster, you look up and you see one particularly glittery cloud shine a warm light upon you, which you could very easily interpret to mean, yes, you may keep it. Well, everybody!
Woo!
Thank you all for joining. Perhaps in a future live Sportsmaster will get that Globetrotters game.
Hey, it's okay. No, not Globetrotters. So Globetrotters is another basketball team. Beat the Bulls.
The Bulls,
Bulls.
yes,
Bulls is
my
Michael
bad.
Jordan's team, yeah.
So many.
Your sports reference.
I'm so sorry, I don't know sports. Thank you all for joining for Furbhouse. This has been our finale. Yay! I hope you enjoyed.
It's also sad.
It is
thank
sad. It's
you.
sad because I have to end it.
Yeah, big, massive thank you to Doran for joining
Oh
us
my gosh,
in this.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Thank you to all of you, and an extra special thank you for Doran, our special guest. Another thank you to Bill Folk, who created this TTRPG system that we're using called Furbhouse. Again, that's available free on itch.io or itch.io. You can also just Google Furbhouse and it will be like the first post on Reddit that you find. Very simple TTRPG system. I think it would lend well to a longer campaign, honestly. It's very DM driven and story driven. But it worked really well for the short thing too, so depending on how you set it up, I think it works good. It's not really beholden to any one length of campaign. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. And if you like what we do, you can join our Horror and Harpy Discord channel or Discord server, which someone posted an invite to in the chat. There we have our schedule, our calendar, with links to these streams and announcements and all that fun stuff. We're also a big artist community, so especially if you like TTRPGs and art or are an artist, come join. We do free art shoutouts before and during the break of most of our main D&D campaign. So if you want something shouted out for free, it's just fun, a way to give back to your community, go ahead and post your art in there. Post your social media and we will have it up on your streams. And we're also doing Art Fight, a lot of us on there. So if you're looking for a group that is like D&D group that's doing Art Fight, come join. We have a bunch of people's accounts pinned in our Art Fight channel, so that's a great place to find targets before the first when the site goes down. We also have a book club in there that's run by Izzy, and memes, in-game chat, everything you can want out of a little D&D community. But after this, my slot here at Horn Harpy will be open and will instead be occupied by something no one's going to run.
So excited. We talked about it a handful of times. We starting session 1 of our new Crystal Sentai Realm Guard.
Non-copyrighted.
Yeah.
Non-copyrighted. I'm so excited. This is a Power Rangers based D&D campaign. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be starting on the 18th of July. Not that
Oh,
far
boy.
away. Less than a month away.
Oh,
Um,
God.
Cough, cough, Ellie.
I know. I'm working on it.
I'll
I
kill him.
can't wait. We have absolutely been cooking in the background on this, getting stuff set up. I am
Oh,
so
yeah.
excited.
Basically, the entirety of this campaign has been time for Nolan to set up that campaign.
I'm very, very excited.
Oh man,
I can't wait.
Yeah.
we've
Thank you all for
done a
joining.
lot of work. It's gotta be. Oh, so sorry. Go on.
You're so good. Thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did, especially making these Furbies. And we'll see you all on Tuesday for Game Stream.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.